Hey, Phil here, Got Memories. Okay, look at the state of this one. This particular tape here, absolutely caked. Flood damage, mold, left in an attic. Got wet, I think, put away wet for about 30 years. So let's go fly a kite, shall we? All right, so it is late. It's 9:20. I am tired. I've been here for over 12 hours. And I want to get this job over with. Okay, look at the state of that. Take a picture right there. Boom. Okay, quick way. Well, it isn't quick. Nothing's quick. Nothing's surefire. Nothing is ever guaranteed. But getting all this crap off here. There's no handbook for this. It isn't like, NASA built a handbook on moldy tapes and here we are, You've got to improvise, do the best you can. The thing is, no company does this. All the shitbox companies, like Legacy Box, South Tree, Kodak Digitizing, all the same company. They do not touch these tapes. They don't touch perfect tapes. They send everything back that I've seen, redone work, constantly with perfectly fine, healthy tapes. This particular customer was going to go to iMemories, saw my video. They reject everything because I did a video on a couple of iMemories rejected tapes. And he saw that and he's like, what's the point in wasting my money there? And a lot of these companies don't give you a refund. I know that Legacy Box, they've stopped giving refunds. All these tapes are in a state of decay. One way or another, and so are the players. Short supply, short-staffed, untrained staffer. People that used to work on VCRs, VCR repair people, they are retiring or have passed away. I do have Tim next to me, Arizona Video Electronics. By design, he's been my repair guy for 15 years for all my VCR camcorder stuff. But I do fix a lot of my own equipment. I've been dealing with VCRs since I was a little kid, 12, 13 years old. I used to duplicate. Well, we won't go into that, but I have my own little side gig. I've always been a serial entrepreneur, but I used to, state of that. So that's a quick way of getting just the top layer of gunk off. And see the bottom here. Ooh, see, look. See the bottom there? It's the same. Oh, gonna give that a once over. And, yep. I mean, you're not gonna get everything off, but it takes the top layer off here. I don't care what anyone says. Just a little douse in here. Some nice propyl. Doesn't go amiss, especially when it's really bad. Okay, let's see. All right. All right. Okay. Just going to start it this way. I am going to give this a bit of a once over. Careful with the things. I just cut myself on another tape. Let's have a look. I think I should do a regular thing, Friday night moldy tapes. And maybe go do a Facebook Live. Put in the comments if you want a Facebook Live. I've never done one before. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to let that roll. If I sound sick, as I am, if you can hear this in the background, I'll put this in the other videos here. Working on this 16 mil sound job. And 16 millimeter sounds from 1962, 63 was a produced piece. There's a couple pieces I'm doing right now. Elmo Trans video, these are fantastic. Yes, there are other ways to do this, other ways to capture this, but all based on economics, as I talk about again and again in my videos. You've got to find the happy medium, what people are willing to pay, and, you know, what's acceptable. You know, you're getting paid well for your time, but also, you know, you're not having to take out a home loan to get this done, but you get great quality in the process. The average person these days, you know, are watching on their phones, not blowing up onto a 500-inch screen, and they don't want to spend $1 million. So, yeah. But as you can see here, this is starting to nicely come back to life. And I'm going to do it one way. I'm going to do it the other way. Did add isopropyl. In my opinion, it doesn't hurt. It dries out quick. The good thing here, it doesn't have sticky shed syndrome. So it's... Come on. And then once this is all over on this side, I'm going to clean the spool here so it doesn't recontaminate. Then once it is all put back together, I'm going to put it in the player and see what happens. Yeah. I've got one over here that, oh no, I thought it ended. God, you know, whenever you see blue screen, you think, oh, it's done. And then you think, oh, wait. And then all of a sudden the picture comes back on again. All right, let's see, speed this up a bit because it's... And this on the inner bit is the bit I couldn't really get to. God, look at it just flying off. All right. So, let's douse this again. Let me get that alcohol in that little cut there. Oh, that is... Okay. And then you can really get on the inner part of the spool here. Let's get around this side here. Ready, give it a go. You can still see bits here. See, that's on the inside. I'm gonna give this another little once over. Watch your... Try not to cut myself open again. I'm going to get the outer edge bit here, which was the bit that I didn't get before. That looks pretty good. Do it underneath as well. Let's give it a quick back end job. Look at that. All right. So let's do this without having to... I think it might be too late now. Oh, come on. Let's keep it away from all that crap. All right. Where were we? Let's just do this. Apologize for a bit of mess. It is the end of the week here, and my workbench is just a bit wrecked by the end of the week. Because not only transferring tapes, not only cleaning videotapes, but also maintaining all of the equipment, which is... I've had some doozy jobs in the past few weeks that have really done a number on... Look at all the cameras right there. There's cameras over there. I just did a video on all the equipment that needs to be repaired. Oh, don't do that. I just did that. Oh, stop it. It's too late for this. All right. I'm just going to give this a little I know some people are like, oh, I don't do this, but I do. It's only a drop. It's only a drop. And this is extra caked. So, okay. These two tapes here were caked as well. So you can still see bits of static. There you go. Where are we? Audio. All right. And those are looking pretty good for being caked in mold, and those were really bad. We'll see how well this goes. And as I mentioned in all my videos and on the previous ones, if you are shopping around for a company to take care of your home movies, whether they look pristine or not, this industry is atrocious, and that is the goal of me now pounding on YouTube. I've had my channel since 2008, but the last year I've been just bombarding YouTube with videos just on consumer awareness and calling out all these piece of shit transfer companies that are just blatantly putting stickers on tapes telling people their tapes have gone bad and there's nothing that can be done with them. They play absolutely fine, and then they're keeping their money. And there's a lot of people that are throwing away their memories thinking they're done, and they're perfectly good tapes. For the few people that still have players that can play them, and then they go, wait a minute, these are absolutely fine, and those are the people that come to me. So if you have seen Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Dave Ramsey talking about Legacy Box, yeah, that's a guy that I want to have a word with, because he is openly promoting these companies that are shafting people out of their money. Ironically, he's a financial guy teaching people how to spend their money wisely or not spend it. And I just find the irony chewable that he's sitting there openly promoting these companies that are scamming. I mean, there's no other word for it. Because if they send tapes back saying there's nothing they can do, they don't work anymore, and then I put them in the player and they play absolutely fine. And I'll show you right now what I'm talking about. So I keep pulling out those boxes. I still haven't done this video yet, but this chap has been waiting on me, and I've just had so much going on and I want to talk to him. But look, okay, so I'm just going to randomly pick a tape here, hopefully one that's been rewound. Okay, here's one here, and then the sticker says, and he didn't get a refund, by the way. They took all his money and he tried to fight it on the credit card, and they fought him and won. But this sticker says, I don't know if you can make it out there, but it says your analog media arrived with one of the following: mold, broken tape housing, environmental damage, water, heat, etc. So unfortunately we're unable to convert it. Okay, so watch this. I've not played this tape. This is a rewinder, one that's got like a bad head on it as well. So this is even a bad player, and you're gonna maybe see. Let's go. Perfectly fine. Explain that to me. Explain that shit to me. Not even a problem with it. I mean, it's granted if it's covered in mold and all that crap, but look, perfectly fine. And if anyone at Legacy Box wants to look up this customer, you've got his ID tag right there. 1881435, and then -12 is the tape number. But yeah, that's the customer number right there, and you can look that chap up. All of them. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It's immoral. It's just crappy business. And so, okay, maybe there was a mistake, but the amount of times I've seen this stuff, it's systemic. Maybe maybe you might want to look up into your database and see what tech transferred that, because it was You need to fire that person. Where are the owners? Where's the accountability, you know? Because if it's not deliberate, then someone please explain to me how you can have so many problems and not answering your phone and not answering emails. It's just like, what is happening? And you've got Christmas coming up and you know, people are just still sending their stuff blindly, not checking reviews. And then for the few that pump the brakes and find me on YouTube, they're like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, you just averted a disaster. Like, so much drama over something that should be so simple and pleasurable and meaningful. And, you know, it just grosses me out. And I think if there's enough people now getting on board and calling them out and asking the right questions, then, you know, my job is done here. And also there's some great people around the world that follow me on the channel that do this themselves in their own country, and they reach out and tell me, thank you, somebody, for the love of God, has just been saying what I've been thinking or saying to myself. Okay, here we go. I don't know. Let's turn that down a little bit. All right. Brightness. Yeah. Okay. Moment of truth. Are you ready? You saw that before. Here's the after. Fingers crossed. And I cleaned the head on this one not long ago. So, come on. Hey!
Julie, where are you?
Always at the beginning, it's going to be crappy. And this is a nice edited audio. Is a bit low. Boost the audio. That's another thing with all these companies. They never boost the audio. Granted, this is but this is like precious movie. You remember that tape that was covered in crap? I've just saved it. Bingo! Classic footage. I am very, very pleased with that. Bingo. That's how you do it, ladies and gents. This one here looks like it's done. As it's stopped, it's still playing. Sometimes you'll go to it and it's just stopped and you got to check it. You got to check all these different things. And that looks like it's done. So you can, this was September 1990. There we go, 91. Look at this. This is moldy as hell and it's all saved. Granted, after I capture this stuff, I clean the heads. Just because you've captured, just because you put it in, doesn't mean it's game over and it's set and forget. This, you have to monitor it. Just like I did there. So now you've got the file. That's why I use Elgato. Everyone that's bitching and going, oh, you should be doing it 4K, AI technology, up-res, up-convert. No. See this here? File sizes, okay? What are we at? 387 megabytes, 2.5 megabits per second. Plays fluid on everything. Works. H.264 codec. It just works. It's great. And it's economical. It's all about economics. If you want all that extra stuff, I can do it, but it costs an absolute ton of money. So you tell me which one you want, and then I can give you a price. But all these armchair people that keep going on about all their bells and whistles, OBX Studio, yeah, it's great. Great. Go ahead and do that. Make your own videos, and I will refer people to you if they need all that stuff. And then when they're willing to pay $9 a videotape for 2 hours of footage, $4.50 an hour, that's per finished hour. Okay, so when you're ready to do all that, $4.50 per finished hour, then you come and talk to me and you can go, oh, wait a minute, I get it. Or you don't, I don't know. Anyway, that's me tonight. I'm going to do a few little things around here. This is going to run, and I'm going to spin the camera around. It's my little neck piece here. It's very handy. Getting it on Amazon. And yeah, that's me. So anyway, gotmemories.com. If you do want to get a quote, Phil, I do your work. You've heard the spiels a million times before. The spiel, the work is done. I am in Phoenix, not in England. I am by appointment for locals, but I do get working from all over the world. And And I am a retail establishment, bricks and mortar. So I do have a shop front here, all closed up right now because it's like 9:40 at night on a Friday. But this is what you need to see when you are shopping around. Hundreds of reviews, 5.0, blah, 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 blah. Lots of videos on how everything's done. I'm from Cheltenham, customers around the world, blah, 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 send me their stuff. What's the other spiel? Oh yeah, it's my ugly face on the local rag. Yeah, so video transfers. I do all film transfers here as well. 16mm, 8mm Super 8, Super 8 sound, 16 sound. I did a bunch of videos on DVDs the other day. Absolute bloody nightmare. Anyway, that's me. Good night. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that crap. All right, cheers.